Okay, everyone. I've been on Twitter for years, and I've actually made this point before where I don't bet on bowl games anymore. I used to be a huge bowl fan. Loved them. They used to kind of mean something. They don't really now, except for, of course, the two championship games. So I'm actually going to play both those, and I haven't played a college game in a couple of weeks, so it's kind of nice. And I'm going to pick the sides, and I'm going to pick the over-unders on both. The first one, it's that Michigan-Alabama game. Michigan is a 1.5 favorite, 2 depending on when you got it. I like Michigan in this to cover. I think this is actually Michigan's year to win the entire thing. Obviously, again, when you're down to the Final Four like this, any of these teams could win. The entire thing. I think it's Michigan's year. One thing I particularly like about this Michigan team, and this is not really a surprise, is that they're actually scoring points. Years past, they've had this great defense. Maybe they couldn't score enough against some of these teams. But this year they have, and they've proven it against, good talent, because they also had an easier schedule early in the year. People thought, okay, well, let's see what you can do against, Penn State and Ohio State and so on. Well, they've performed well. And even with all that controversy and everything, they're just keep playing well. Alabama on the other side, of course, they worked their way up to get that 4th spot. The thing about Alabama is I don't think they have the defense that they've had in previous years. And so, is it a close game? Of course, that's why it's a 1.5 or 2-point favorite, or a 2-point game. But it just feels like it's actually Michigan's year. I think they're I think they'll score enough with their QB against this Alabama team to pull it off. And I know the total is sitting at 45.5, or again, depending when you got it. Right now, it's 45.5. Again, I like the over. I think that these teams have been playing a lot of 28 to 27 games, things like that. So when I look at 45.5, I'm thinking, okay, you're looking at 23 apiece, or 24 to 22, whatever it's actually supposed to be. I think both teams actually get over that. I think it's maybe somewhere in that 28 to 24 or 31-24 or something like this. So I do think the game actually goes over. So I'm going to take Michigan and the over in this. On the other side is the Texas-Washington game. Texas has some guys that are a little banged up, and Washington just keeps winning. I'm a big fan of the QB. I mentioned in the past in college basketball posts that I'm actually an Indiana basketball guy. And so I saw their quarterback actually play at IU before he transferred. He's fantastic. He's having a great year. And I think he actually he seems to make the plays whenever he needs to make the play. Do I think it's going to be close? Yeah. But Washington is actually a 4-point underdog. I'm one of those that's a believer that it's probably the wrong team that's favored. So not only do I think Washington covered, I think they actually won it outright. So I'm going to take both of those. So it's actually, I guess I'm going to make 5 plays instead of 4, because I'm going to take the cover, and I'm going to take Washington actually win it outright. And I think it'll be similar to that other one where it'd be, 31-28, somewhere around there. But the total is 63.5. I don't think it gets up that high. So I'm going to take the under on that. Again, I think it'll be somewhere in the 50s. So 4 games, I'm going to take, I'm going to take the lines, going to take the totals, and I'm going to take Washington to win it outright. So I'm really going to take 5 different plays. So good luck to everybody.